I have selected 4 books that are going to cover 14 prompts. It's just a disaster. Baking, Christmas, forced proximity. Oh, this is going to be good. We have 2 wives married to each other. So a couple of wives, a couple where the women are married to each other. So wives. I'm making that much harder than it needs to be. All this is relevant, by the way. I'm not just rambling. This will make sense in a very short while. Hello my lovely readers and queers, welcome back to my channel for another 12 Days of Booksmas video. I am Franny, and in today's video I'm going to share with you my Queer Lit Readathon TBR for round 14. I have the great honor of being one of the co-hosts for this round. If you want to know more about the Queer Lit Readathon, you can go and check out my video announcement. It will be linked in the description down below, together with the links for all the other co-hosts. In today's video, I am just going to share with you my TBR, the books that I will be reading in the week going from December 15th to December 21st, and for what prompts I am going to use the books that I plan on reading. I really worked hard on this TBR for the 14th round because that week is going to be the last work week before the holidays. It is going to be hectic. There's going to be a lot of things to do, I am guessing. So I really had to pick and choose the books that I want to read so that I can minimize the amount of reading that is going to happen that week and still cover as many prompts as I possibly can. Because this being the 14th round and me being a co-host for this round, I really want to try and do 14 prompts. So I have selected 4 books that are going to cover 14 prompts. And I am so satisfied and happy with the work that I've done in choosing them, and well, hopefully I also get to read them in time during that week. Also, all these were books that I actually wanted to read anyway this month, or that I planned on reading very soon. So again, I am very satisfied with this list. It's 4 books, but what 4 books? So without further ado, let's see what books I want to read for the 14th round of the Queer Lit Readathon. First up is a graphic novel that is going to cover only 2 prompts, but these prompts were hard for me, so I am happy with what I picked. And that is Taproot by Kizzy Young. This is a queer graphic novel about 2 friends. One of them is a ghost and they are in love with each other, but the fact that one of them is a ghost, of course, is a bit of an obstacle to their romance. And the ghost clearly cannot move on, considering that he is attached to a living person. So I am guessing that it's going to be all about that. Now, Taproot was not among the books that I wanted to read relatively soon, but it was on my radar and it was on my largest Goodreads TBR, and it's the perfect excuse to read it because with this book I can cover the prompts magic and ghost, and I did not know what else I could have picked for ghosts that I could read with the other books in that week. So I am very, very happy with my choice. Also, sorry, I forgot, I am also going to use Taproot for the prompt graphic, because it's a graphic novel. Next up is Murder Most Actual by Alexis Hall. This is a mystery novel set in the Scottish Highlands. We have 2 wives married to each other. So a couple of wives, a couple where the women are married to each other. So wives. Why is that so hard? I don't know. I'm making that much harder than it needs to be. 2 women married to each other, wives. We have 2 wives who have been married for some time, and they decide to take a trip to the Scottish Highlands to kind of rekindle their love, their lost spark. At this luxurious hotel where they're going, I think a crime happens, or a murder or whatever, and one of the 2 is a podcaster or is really into crime podcasts. No, I think she was a podcaster. Anyway, she's somehow connected to true crime podcasts, and she decides to investigate, and I'm guessing the story is gonna go from there. And I plan on using this for travel because I don't know where these wives are from, but they're traveling to the Scottish Highlands, so that counts for me. And I am going to use it for choose your own prompt, because that prompt, that free prompt that we can choose, I always use it for audiobooks, and I want to listen to the audiobook of this one. So it fits the bill. Well, it fits the prompt. Next, Under the Mistletoe with You by Lizzie Huxley Jones. And this book is going to be my saving grace because I am going to use it for so many prompts you guys have no idea. But this one is the second installment in a companion novel series. The first book was Make You Mine This Christmas, and I read it last year. I think I've talked about it on this channel before, but anyways, it was about a woman whose parents were going away for the holidays because they thought that their daughter had already made plans, and so she's facing spending the Christmas holidays alone. And then she meets a guy and they struck up a friendship and they kiss, but they immediately realize that it's not gonna work between them because there's no chemistry. He's going home for the holidays, and going home for them this Christmas is not going to be too easy because he recently broke up with his girlfriend whom his family really liked, and so he doesn't just want to go and then have his family try and set him up and all that stuff. So they decide to pretend to be boyfriend and girlfriend. We have a fake dating situation. But when our main protagonist reaches the house of this guy, she develops a crush for his sister. I really enjoyed that book. It was a very nice Christmas read and it holds a special place in my heart. All this is relevant, by the way. I'm getting somewhere with all this. I'm not just rambling. This will make sense in a very short while. As I was saying, this book holds a very special place in my heart because it is set in York, and I heard about this book. I saw this book in a bookstore in York when we were on our honeymoon, and so now I just associate this book with that time and the fact that you have so many descriptions of York and the places in the book, and it was just reminding me of the places that we saw in York when we were on our honeymoon. So it's just in my mind, just holds a very special place. And this book, Under the Mistletoe with You, follows the guy who she was fake dating in the story, Christopher. And in this novel, Christopher is also about to go again home for the Christmas holidays, and he has found someone who will rent his flat for that holiday week, and that someone is an actor or something like that. And when this actor reaches his flat and when Christopher is about to leave, a snowstorm hits, and so they are trapped together in the flat, and we have a forced proximity, forced cohabitation situation, and I am guessing they're going to spend some time together and fall in love, and I cannot wait. I've said it before, this is one of the tropes that really works for me in romance, so I am really looking forward to it. I cannot wait. I am so excited. And now these are the prompts that I'm going to use this book for. I'm going to use it for disability rep because the author is autistic, and usually there are some characters with disabilities in their books. I am not so sure about this one specifically, but I think there will be something there. Then food, because from some things I've read, from what I've heard, there's going to be a lot of baking done in this book, which, you know, baking, Christmas, forced proximity, this is going to be good. Then I'm going to use it for disaster queers because from what I remember about Christopher, our main character, he's just a disaster in a very adorable, cute way, and so disaster. Also, I'm going to use it for the prompt no hype because I never hear anything about these books mentioned or about this author, and I think that's, you know, not nice. I am considering this book, this author, to be on the underrated spectrum of things, and that needs to change, by the way, because these are good books, so people should read them and enjoy them. I'm also going to use it for the winter holiday because it is literally set during the Christmas days. And last but not least, I'm going to use it for the past, present, and future prompt because, and that's where what I was saying comes in, that's why it was relevant. It is connected to my past because of the first book and because of what the first book means to me. And so I think it's the perfect book for this prompt. And cherry on top, the last book that I hope to read for the 14th round of the Queer Lit Readathon is this mammoth right here. I am talking about Best Wishes, Warmest Regards. This book is literally just a gift for people who have watched and loved the series Schitt's Creek. And I am among those people. You have no idea how among those people I am. Wait, spoilers if you haven't watched season 3 of Schitt's Creek, but I don't give a shit. My sweeties. As you can see, it has images, big images, photos from the show. I think it is organized by season. It starts with things about the characters and the place, Schitt's Creek. Oh, it also has books of Schitt's Creek. Very interesting. And then there are behind the scenes for, you know, the episodes and stuff. And it is just a bunch of extra material, I'm guessing, about the characters and the episodes and everything. Oh my gosh, it's heavy. It is gorgeous. I cannot wait. This was my brother's gift to me, for one of his gifts to me for the wedding, and I appreciate it so much, even if you wouldn't say, considering that it's been a year and I've yet to read it, which, you know, I'm a very bad sister. I'm the worst. I feel so ashamed, but I really appreciated his gift, I swear. And this is the year. Well, 1 year after, right? It's like a wedding anniversary gift all over again. So I am finally gonna read it this year, and I am so excited. And just flipping through it to show you some things from the inside is making me want to go and rewatch the series again. That's how much I love this show. That's what it does to me. I love it so much. What prompts do I want to use this mammoth for? I want to use it for nonfiction because, of course, this is a nonfiction book. I want to use it for gifted book because, as I've said, my brother gifted this to me and I really thank him. So sorry if I haven't read it yet. I know you don't watch my videos, but it's fine. I'm still mentally apologizing to you. I hope that you can feel my shame and disappointment in myself. And lastly, I am going to use it for community because if you have watched Schitt's Creek, you will understand why I chose this prompt, because Schitt's Creek is a community. It really is, because we who love the show are a community, because this whole world is a safe haven for the queer community specifically, and for anyone who's different and feels different. And I love it. I just love everything about this show so much. So yeah, I'm gonna put it down now, but I'm very happy and very excited to finally read it for the Queer Lit Readathon, no less. And this is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching it. And again, thank you Kathy and Rogan for choosing me as a co-host for the 14th round. I am so excited and so grateful and happy. Thank you. Again, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please let me know in the comments down below if you have read any of these books, but most importantly, let me know if you will participate in the Queer Lit Readathon, because I would love to know. I would love to know if you're participating, what books you're reading for it, if you have a TBR coming up, anything at all. Please let me know in the comments, because I would love to know and I would love to chat with you about it. This is it for this video. I will see you very soon with another 12 Days of Booksmas video, but until then, have a good one, take care, and keep reading queer books. Warm hugs. Bye.